Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the South American Championships by TTE Sports. I'm SB Revolution 5. Gonna be solo casting this game tonight as Luccini Gaming take on Kawaii Desuni. Oh, they can hear me. Hi players! I'll turn that off now, sorry. Good luck, have fun. Ah ha ha, stupid gringo. That's me. Yeah, we've had some issues with the lobby where that has been happening, so very sorry about that. Very happy to have you all here with us, though, as I believe our odds, I'll have to check on this real quick. Yep, the odds ended at 46% for Kawaii, 54% for Luccini, so it should, according to the viewers, be a very close game, and I would say so as well. Luccini are going to pick up the Wisp, though. They've been picking this up more recently. It's been a very popular pickup, honestly, and I see it being very useful. Kawaii, though, will go with the Lich and the Slardar. The Slardar, of course, being the offlane presence we've seen. Lich being able to help him out there and give him some extra armor. Queen of Pain, though, going to come up, and that's probably going to be the Cristiano hero. Cristiano known as the mid laner of Peru most of the time. Darkseer, Broodmother, Gyrocopter also getting banned out there. We will see Alchemist and Doom dealt with in the first phase, and then Shadow Fiend and Night Stalker actually banned out by Luccini, which leaves Tusk in the pool, which I find a little odd these days. Ancient Apparition also available, but he's more picked up as a counter to Alchemist, and Dazzle as well. But going with some off-the-wall picks, not anything too out of the ordinary, though, just yet.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, just making sure they can't still hear me or something, and I hope that's not the case, because I can't understand anything they were saying. Anyways, we do see Tusk getting banned out there. Kawaii already have their offlaner, what I would assume is their dual lane buddy for the offlaner, also a support, of course. Probably going to be looking for the mid laner here to get something that has a favorable matchup with Queen of Pain. Could see the Templar come out here. We're not going to see Shadow Fiend, of course, that's been banned.
Remaining.
Ember Spirit is a possibility, although he doesn't have as great a time up against Quap. Windrunner could come up as well, especially with the Slardar. That's a hero I'd like to see here.
Time.
And if I'm not mistaken, Kawaii play it very well. I do apologize if I don't have as much to say about Kawaii right now. Haven't actually gotten to see them play through the whole group stage. Other people were casting those games from Truesight. And, yeah, they did get 8 points in their group. Resonant Verba getting 9. Although Unknown were favored to make it out of this group. Unfortunately, though, they just didn't show up for their games. You could say it was unknown where they were. Ha ha ha, very funny. Too good. Okay, Kawaii, we're going to pick a hero. Everybody's here.
Dazzle. Spirit Breaker.
Okay, it will be Dazzle picked up. Spirit Breaker, quick response from Luccini here. As they really like having that long-range initiation, and Kawaii will get the Huskar as well. Now, this is where they can really get away with a lot. You've got some lockdown for the Huskar. Oh, wait. But the Ursa picked up in response. This is what me and Illumini saw last night as Golden Elements up against, who was it? Dialcom. Golden Elements got the Huskar. They were feeling pretty good. Ursa came up in response to it. And let me just say, it got really ugly really fast as Ursa
5 seconds remaining.
Ripped apart Huskar. I don't believe they had Dazzle available that game.
Reserve time.
No, they had Winter Wyvern instead as a defensive support. But of course, Ursa is still just a huge, huge issue for that team as well. So, final ban coming out right now. Ursa's probably going to be their safe lane here. I like the ban of the AA. They could put Spirit Breaker in the offlane, and AA is a serious problem against Huskar, and it could fit very nicely into their lineup as well. So, could definitely see that. The score is 0-0 for those of you asking from Dota 2 Lounge. We just got started with game number 1, so very sorry about that. Razor, of course, will be the final ban by Luccini, with Kawaii ready to make their last pick. probably looking at a mid laner. Most of the teams will run Huskar as a safe lane hero. Although he can sustain against Queen of Pain in the mid lane. It may not be the best pickup.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Just a few seconds left on the clock. 20 seconds of reserve time ready. And I need to log out of Steam.
Reserve
Very sorry
time.
about that. So those little notifications don't pop up, but
10 seconds remaining.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Dire
Meanwhile,
team
Windrunner is going to be over on Kawaii.
Templar assassin.
So they will end up picking that up. And it's going to be the TA for Luccini. So it looks like a support Spirit Breaker with, Queen of Pain off lane, I'm assuming. And of course, Templar Assassin in the mid lane up against what I'll assume is the Windrunner. Actually, a pretty heavily TA favored matchup in my opinion. Especially, at least that's what we saw this afternoon there. What? Luccini clearly thought carefully about their picks. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Physical damage of Ursa up against Huskar will be very nice. He can also purge off the Slaughter Amp damage. I don't believe he can purge off Dazzle's Weave, unfortunately. But
5 seconds
everything else
remaining.
should be manageable, at least. Oh, wait, we're remaking. Okay. Wow, I had no clue. Well played. Ah, 1 second here. Sorry about that, guys. Gonna have to log back into Steam and everything. Hope you guys are enjoying the little bit of cast you've heard so far. Of course, I'm SB Revolution 5. If you'd like to throw me some love out on Facebook, Twitter, etc., it's at SB Revolution 5 on Twitter, SB Revolution 5 Dota on Facebook. Would appreciate that. Also, Truesight TV. Everywhere there's social media is just Truesight TV. Just trying to get information on the remake here. I'm going to play a little bit of music while we wait here for things to get back underway. Hopefully it won't be too long. Yeah, Cristiano's asking for Rapido, please. And I'm completely right. Oh, they are asking because they can hear that. Okay, we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sorry for the delays once again. Wait. Okay, I can't use open mic then, it looks like. There's something wrong with our lobby somehow, and when certain admins host it, it has all chat on. And it's extremely annoying, but we can't seem to figure out how to fix it because guess what? In, Reborn, that option is no longer there, and I don't know how it got enabled or anything, but until they fix it somehow, players can hear casters or we have to mute ourselves, so nothing we can do. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying the wait for the game. I know it's tense. It has not even started. No, this is still game 1. It's not even game 1 yet. Okay. Now it's game 1, I think. Yeah, if you turn volume to voice to 0, you actually can't hear it. And just to give you guys a taste of what the players are hearing. I'm surprised we can't hear anything, actually. Oh, there we go. See! I'm gonna turn it all the way down, though, because... Yeah. And I'm just not gonna use it because... Sorry. If you're in Dota TV, you're not hearing this, but... I apologize, there's nothing we can do. Well, there's nothing I can do anyway about it. Looks like Luccini are ready to go, as are Kawaii. It's going to be game number 1. Finally getting started about the same time our first series of the night ended. Relative. And they're actually going for level 1 Roche. They've got Wisp, they've got Ursa. They're going to go for it. They should be able to do this if they time it right. Now, Wisp has to let Ursa tank it. Are the enemy team realizing this? They are not. As Kawaii are in the dark here. I mean, they already had the Wisp. They had the Huskar to pick Ursa into. And, yeah, the rest of the team just going about their business like, oh yeah, normal game. Normal game. Just don't come near the rune and we'll be good. Still got 2 more salves to work with. There we go. There's 1. And they're going to get Roshan. He's got 27 stacks of Fury Swipes. And then some as well.
Roshan has
Yep.
fallen to
And before the horn will sound, Roshan will fall. And Ursa going to be starting off in a pretty big way here. As it'll be Aliadel on the Ursa, Cristiano God on the Templar Assassin. We've got Kamuxi, hashtag Tinker on the Wisp. On the bot lane, it'll be the Sword. On the off lane, Spirit Breaker. And I guess it's going to be support Quap from Zendrils. Yeah. I've rarely seen this, and I've very rarely seen it work. But she does have that pure damage ultimate, which can help bring down Huskar. It could be decent. Now on the side of Kawaii, we've got Pain standing in tonight. We'll have Ivy on the Lich, actually taking a ton of damage right there from the support Quap, who still hits pretty hard in the early game with 59 base damage. On the top lane, up against the Ursa, we're actually going to have Wop on the Slaughdar. He's going to have a rough time seeing as he can't really stop Ursa from snowballing since level 1 Roche kind of started that snowball. And on the bot lane, of course, we'll have Algodonshin and Teclatiolo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that properly. Of course, I'm SP Revolution 5 here with Truesight TV. Let's get into the game as, well, there's already been quite a bit of bloodshed. Roshan has gone down, of course. Ursa already with boots, and that's going to help him out a lot in the lane. I also like the poor man's shield pickup quite a bit. Windrunner, they're not having a great time in the mid lane. Has had to use some of those tangers. Yep, it's a salve coming out already. Cristiano still sitting on all of his regen and then some. As Queen of Pain moves on in here. Now they do have the Windrunner. Nice shackle shot from Pain, but unfortunately it's level 1. Windrunner is going to go down here. First blood going over to Cristiano. Teclatiolo is going to make it in here. There is no cooldown on the refraction. He actually gets the Queen of Pain there with the heal bomb. Unfortunately, won't be able to bring down Cristiano as well. As he waits it out, does manage to get that done. And on the bot lane, Algodonshin is going down to the going down to the Spirit Breaker. Since he was left alone, he's going to TP right back in, but not a great start for Kawaii. However, of course, not an insurmountable advantage at the moment as well. Pain going to be harassing Cristiano a bit. Doesn't want to waste those precious refraction charges. Blocking tiny bits of damage. As Wisp is going to move in here and try to charge up. Unfortunately, that's actually a creep he tethered to. Not there. As on the bot lane, Queen of Pain has made it down and taken down Huskar. There was no grave, at least in range, I guess, for the Dazzle. He'll get charged under the tower. Can he slow down Spirit Breaker in time? The mobility on Queen of Pain for a support this early in the game is really buying them some time. Or rather, costing the enemy team a lot of time. They'd be able to juke around and move. Queen of Pain just gets instantly into your face there. Does have a long cooldown, but with Huskar down, they don't have much of a concern of, oh no, we're going to lose our Queen of Pain. There's not a lot of damage coming out too early. Pain does manage to get a power shot off there, but Cristiano, of course, taking no damage. Now, this is how we expect the mid lane to go. Lich is low. Does bring down Ursa's Aegis, at least, after he's traded with Slaughdar. But it's just the Aegis. Ursa will just hop right back up, get right back to work there. And they only had about a minute or two more on the Aegis anyway. He will be done with phase boots 3 minutes into the game. No, that's not an Alchemist. It's actually just an Ursa who got a level 1 Roche. Wop is going to sprint forward, trying to track down Kamuxi. He will get a stun off there. Can he do enough damage in time? There's a tether available as well as spirits to ward him off there. And that'll be a bottle coming out for Kamuxi as well. Ursa just coming in to say, don't touch my support. I am carry, hear me roar. Score is, of course, 0-0. In case nobody's realized yet. Oh, meanwhile, Slaughter is going to take out Io up top. Very sorry about missing that one. But very good for him, as he is going to get level 4 off of that. But Ursa's already got his level 6. Rips apart Lich, shattering
I guess I can get faster.
against the cold. And Windrunner is going to find herself a haste rune. Templar will grab a bounty rune, as well. She is only level 5 at the moment, but Kawaii are getting out-farmed by most of the cores, although their supports do have a few last hits to their name at least. Algodon is going to get charged up here. Dazzle is here. He's got a grave if he needs it, and he will. It looks like they may be able to grab the sword. He will burn down, I believe, but the damage reduction coming out from Wisp will be enough with the bottle charges to keep him alive. Huskar's going to go down. Can they trade with Syndrils here? He's got to blink away, so I don't think he's in much danger at all. Techlate is going to end up falling as well. That's a double kill for Syndrils. All the support, Queen of Pain. And the sword trying to move in on Ahi. He will back off, though. A little low on HP to really be hanging around here, and this is where Huskar can come back in and look for the kill. Possibly. They will slow him a bit. Algodon moving in. He does have his boots up. He'll get one hit off of the Burning Spears. The charge away. Lich's right click will help bring him down, though. Huskar getting his revenge there and hopefully making his way toward that armlet, which we know and love Huskar to get unless he's on the enemy team, of course. In the meantime, Slardar, he'll be okay. He'll be able to sprint away and be a little careful there. Aliadel just getting all the last hits he wants here. I believe he's just picked up a casual Sage's Mask, maybe to build into an Aquila, maybe, or not an Aquila. Well, he could build an Aquila, but maybe to build into a full-on Vlad's later on. Double damage rune.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Going to be
attack.
picked up by Templar.
Get away, you!
In the meantime, Ursa just trying to do a bit. They are going to have a charge coming out onto Windrunner here. And I believe Wisp trying to keep up with Spirit Breaker will make it in a bit, but won't quite connect with the Spirits. She does at least evade most of the hits. Nice Shackle Shot out into the Spirit Breaker. Unfortunately, Windrun is down, and Dazzle has not rotated in time. He won't be able to get the grave off. The double damage rune for Cristiano paying off big here, as they will be able to retreat safely 3-9 at the moment, with Kawaii at a 5k gold, 4k XP deficit at the moment. Zendrils does get a very aggressive ward up. They want to shut down this Slaughter, and now they're going to be charging him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they will get it off. They'll get the ulti off. Oops, sorry about the camera there, but the ult from Queen of Pain will actually finish him off as well as the Courier.
Radiant's top tower
I
is
have
under
a
attack.
hotkey for Courier. I'm trying to find it, maybe. Nope, not finding anything. Okay. Back to last hits, and sorry about that. Meanwhile, Ursa will take down the top tower. The catapult will actually finish off the middle tower. And TA is farming up Ancients on this side, as well as has a 2-stack of Ancients on her side. Luccini are looking very good in the early game here. But if Algodon can finish off this armlet, which he will in any second now, as soon as he can get it from the base, which is a bit of an issue for him, to be completely honest. He will be able to possibly make it back here. Quap is probably not going to be getting an Ags anytime soon. They'll be able to get the Dazzle ult up relatively quickly, as he has managed to get quite a bit of XP, even if he hasn't been able to get much else. Meanwhile, though, up top, Zendrils is getting a bit of farm. Ursa is hanging out here. They should be able to take Roche as soon as it comes up in about a minute and a half. I'm a little surprised they don't have a TA trap in the Roche pit, but with only level 1, you do want to be a bit more aggressive with those traps where you can, of course. So, Huskar now picking up the armlet. So we'll be able to move around with that. We are going to see Algodon Shin TPing in toward the mid lane, smoking up as well.
Under attack.
As meanwhile, Spirit Breaker does manage to find Lich on the bot lane. Looks like they need just a moment here. Maybe a mental timeout for a second. I wouldn't call it a tactical pause, though. Although they are drawing on the map, so... Let's take a look at the vision here. There's your Dire vision. On the Radiant side, they do have Rune Wards up, but that's pretty much all they've got, as the Dire has got a deep ward over here that I mentioned earlier. And it looks like they think that Queen of Pain or someone is in the jungle, and they would be right. TA is taking some jungle camps right now. Will be almost to the Mithril Hammer. If they could pick her off now, it would be perfect. Roche could have respawned by now, but it's unlikely. It is coming up in a minute, though. Little do they realize. That was Spirit Breaker just laughing all the way to the bank, as Zindos will be in trouble here. They try to get the leap, but they do not complete it, as the blink does stop him from chasing.
Radiant's
it's one of the few things it does.
Under attack.
Ursa and Wisp are just going to hang out in the pit for a second. Okay, literally just for a second, as they move in on mid, trying to keep Pain alive. They won't quite be able to bring him down. The armlet now up for Huskar as well, as he really wants to get a kill for this. But this is the advantage of having that Quap in a support role. You know, having that early blink really gives him the potential to jump out of a kill that could be happening. Slaughter has found his level 6. Has gone with the safer build of maxing sprint over getting an early point in the bash. He's not able to man-fight Ursa, well, pretty much ever. And that's where he would need the bash. Anyone else is just icing on the cake, basically. As Spirit Breaker is going to be trying to bring down the spot tower. There will be a TP in from Huskar, as well as Dazzle. I think they realize he's here. He goes in, but the charge coming out. Ursa's starting to rip him apart. There won't be a grave in time. He was just out of range, I believe, with the 2 points on the grave. As the ulti comes out from Spirit Breaker, Dazzle's going to be going down now, as Aliadel gets a double kill. They said there's no counter to Huskar, and Ursa has become the answer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And speaking of Ursa, well, they will see the Roche, but I'm not sure they can do much of anything about it. They know there's 3 heroes here now that TA's placed down that trap, and the Roche is dead. They'll try to swipe it with the power shot. Maybe could run in if you wanted to, but you'd have to have done it by now, as the second Aegis of the game will go over to Ursa, excuse me. At that point, Pain trying to TP out. They actually get the cancellation on the TP there with a well-placed charge. Now they're jumping on Huskar, or rather the Slardar. Ursa will be taking a lot of damage from Algodon Shin's, burning spears. As he comes up, there will be a buyback from the Spirit Breaker. Algodon Shin armlet toggling will keep him alive. They'll lose Dazzle, but a beautiful shackle shot by the Windrunner prevents them from engaging further. Can they keep moving here? There is the blink up on Ursa. The relocate coming in from Wisp will relocate him right beside himself, as it looks like they're going to bring down Ahi. Algodon Shin does manage to go down to the sword, as they take down Windrunner as well. Aliadel on an unstoppable streak with a double kill. And Luccini are on the warpath. They're saying this upper bracket is ours, boys. Stay away. You may be cute and very kawaii, but...
My thanks.
Not cute enough.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now we could see them pull back in game number 2. Ursa is a very favorable matchup against Huskar, in my opinion. There's very few scenarios where Huskar can kite him, mainly because... I believe he needs to get a halberd. Now, that may be purged by Enrage. But Illumini did mention that halberd is probably just purged by BKB. And this is the same build I saw last night on the Ursa against Huskar. Mask of Madness. coming out, and it may seem crazy. I think you'd be right to think that, but the extra attack speed will help him push. It is one of those few damage items that really impacts towers early on. They'll actually spot out Dazzle here, and the charge coming in as well. Pain will be wind running away. They will take down Dazzle. Where's the rest of the team, though? Huskar maybe rotating down. He has to walk, though. No TP available as they've taken down 2 of his team. Windrunner does manage to shackle, but there's no ulti available. No huge amount of damage to really bring the punch here.
Denied.
And they will have to attempt to hold the high ground from now, as it looks like that's going to happen. Yep. Thank you, other caster, for the Mask of Madness.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Input there. Take a look at the net worth graph. There's 15k gold lead for Luccini and about 12k XP as well. Gold per minute is not what I meant to put. Where is Y? There we go. And yes, I have sorted this properly. Even the Wisp, the lowest of the low on the side of Luccini at the moment, is higher than the Huskar. Kawaii are crumbling apart. It's going to take a huge moment for them to come back, which I'm sure they can find. I'm really surprised Windrunner hasn't picked up that 1 point in focus fire. I understand you want to max Shackle, and you actually need that here as well. But there was a point there where that beautiful Shackle shot, Windrunner could have secured the kill if she had her ult at all. Ursa will be moving forward now. They do have a ward over there, which does have a sentry under it. They'll jump on Cristiano, and he would just go invis. Where's the detection? You don't have any detection. Huskar just evaporated there. Lichult will bounce around a bit. Will it do enough damage to bring anyone down? It doesn't look like it will, but it does bring them low, maybe preventing them from engaging. The problem is there's an urn with 7 charges over on the Spirit Breaker. Zendros is stuck in the trees for the moment here, but I'm sure he's fine with that as they look to take yet another tower. Cristiano with the Deso already picked up, and 2k in the bank. Game number 1 is a slaughter as it's 4-22 in Luccini's favor at the moment. No racks yet, but I believe those are next on the Luccini shopping list, if you will. TA now with her Blink Dagger picked up, headed that way on the Courier. They do get a Shackle shot off, but it doesn't connect enough. The charge comes out for Spirit Breaker, hits on 4. They're trying to bring down Cristiano, he's burning. The Queen of Pain scream will come out, but Slaughter already hitting the deck. Algodon Shin, he'll armlet back up, but can he survive long enough? He'll get slowed. Here comes Ursa, he tries to leap away, but there's nothing to take you away from the arms of Fuzzy Wuzzy. Right now as he keeps him on the ground. Pain on the run will get slowed. Now Aliato still chasing. The wind run runs out. He does stun him briefly. But it's a beyond godlike spree now for Aliato as he is 11-0. 15 minutes into the game. A basher complete on the Ursa as well. His gold per minute is at 627, which isn't all that impressive, but the fact that he's gotten about let's just say 1,000 gold every minute and a half or so is kind of ridiculous. Slaughter will get the ulti out on Ursa. Sword actually blade mailing up, returning a lot of damage at the Huskar, who is going to be in some big trouble right now. He will get graved, but he won't be able to do anything as he's bashed up for a lot of the duration of that. Camuxy on the run. They will armlet Huskar back up. Can he find the Wisp in time? He'll get the long-range leap coming out right now, but Ursa's here to respond, and he's ready to make something happen as the rest of the team forced back to the high ground to hide. They do pick someone off. In fact, I believe they picked 2 off.
Radiant's
not in that
middle
fight.
tower is under attack.
Only the 1.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Sharp shot not connecting from Moonrunner right there. Remember, these nice little dots up here can help you keep track of the score. If there's no dots up there, that means this is the first game. Nobody's won a game yet in this series, although Luccini are well on their way to doing so. if they can keep this up. There is a pretty big smoke coming out. I believe it may have been spotted by those Templar traps, but if they can make it into the Roche pit, it won't be in time, though. They're just getting some wards down, and they're going to find Wisp right here alone. Ursa is here. They'll lose their Wisp, which is big enough. They're actually baiting out a charge as well. Algodonchin will instantly fall as Wisp buys back into the game. They get a shackle shot off, but it does not connect again. As Pain will be trying to win run away, tries to TP, gets bashed once again, and Luccini are going to take them all down.
Radiant's top tower is under
Slaughter manages to run. Barely, though. As they will call GG well played. The game was a tough one for Kawaii, as the Ursa pick really caught them off guard, and that combined with Luccini's ability to adapt to their pick, which I'm assuming was just the, hey, let's go Ursa here, it should be pretty good, to the level 1 Roche that they could pull off with the Wisp. It's going to mean Kawaii has to rethink their drafting strategy for game number 2, which should be getting underway quite a bit faster than game number 1. Hopefully, of course, I'm SB Revolution 5. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast, everyone. If you are, don't forget to throw me a follow out on Twitter at SB Revolution 5, also on Facebook at SB Revolution 5 Dota. Kawaii versus Luccini, game number 2 coming up on Truesight TV over here on Azubu.